Culan featuring on what is Reggae Gold's Reggae Gold's 25th anniversary, 25 years, quarter century, and you're featured with the lead single on the Reggae Gold compilation with Easy to Love You.
Humbling, man. Blessing, I mean.
And first, just to tell people about Easy to Love You, a single that, I was introduced to as well by somebody from the radio station, Lady ST, with a big up. And I mean, when I saw it, I saw 1 million streams, and I was like, wow, big thing, in the age where streaming is very important. What was it like? So, first of all, in the whole creation of that single, and, we know, obviously, things kind of started off from the Shape of You, freestyle and everything. So, was that like your first, flip of a R&B or a pop song out there?
The Shape of You. I wouldn't say it was my first, but it was probably the most successful one that I had. The first thing that I put out was literally just before that. I done a remix on Sorry, Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
And already the rhythm is dancehall anyway when you hear the rhythm. And I put that out on Facebook, and I got a dope reaction. People were showing love. You know what I'm saying? So after that, I followed up with The Shape of You.
Yeah.
And it went well. You know what I'm saying? People started following me, and my thing started going up. And I'm just this guy who's just trying to read. You know what I'm saying? I'm no one. And then literally off of that little buzz, I got into the studio and I recorded Easy to Love You.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how that started. So that's my first single. And you know what I'm saying? It was just kind of a blessed thing for VP to have picked it up. And then, we're here now.
Here now as a lead single. So you did a video for the original cut. Looking to do a video for, now the remix with Conscience, featuring Conscience. I mean, this is probably Conscience's first major collab since, when he did a collab with Chris Brown, which was kind of well known, especially from doing his album. So, I mean, it being the lead single and everything, so what has the promotion been like in terms of, as I said, Reggae Gold is kind of known to feature like the best, the compilation, the best of dancehall for that present moment.
The way that you just see it a while ago, it's like I wanted to go and buy the thing myself.
Yeah.
The thing is so wicked,
yeah, man.
Because I never know Sean Paul let it with Give Me the Light.
Yeah, Give Me the Light. I mean, VP Records, Reggae Gold's been the prize asset. Like, this is a compilation that artists fight to go on because, as I said, like Give Me the Light, before it was even released, this is what they normally use when an artist has an album and everything. Like they test out the single, the hot single on Reggae Gold. If it gets buzzing, then what happens is they go think, all right, we need to finish up this album and put it out. So Give Me the Light was like a teaser on Reggae Gold, got hot. And they just put out Sean Paul's album. The rest is history. Get Busy Like Glue. All them songs. Sasha, I'm Still in Love with You. Within all of that. Egyptian the same. It was a teaser on Reggae Gold, and then just know that later on Nicki Minaj was like, I heard this song on Hot 97.
Say nothing. I'm in the right place.
Yeah. So normally when a song goes out on Reggae Gold, that's why I'm saying it's such a big thing, for a UK-based artist to have the lead single because, VP Records based in New York, home of which where rap, hip hop started. So that close link with dancer, that's how a lot of the collabs come. Whatever is the lead single, most time gets the big international collabs out there. Just know that,
Same.
Give Me the Light, Sean Paul, Busta Rhymes, Egyptian Julio, Nicki Minaj. So yeah, all right. So let's see, Yeah. So Easy to Love You, as you said, at the likes of Conscience on it, 1 million streams on Spotify. What have you seen different with recorded music now where you're instantly able to, communicate with your fans via social media and now that, instead of like manufacturing a product like a record or a CD, it's now like, something that is not actually a physical product. How has promoting things like, in this world of streaming now been for you?
I think because it's all new to me myself, what I'm saying? It's like I haven't been around when before that and there was fans and you couldn't reach out to them because it's like what I found my main issue was is like I've been at home making music, I've been into the production from a little while before, and it was almost like just a thing that I decided, let's just go, man, let's put stuff out and let's try a thing. So what I found that I needed, all I needed was just for people to see my music. You know what I'm saying? It was like I was making the music and I might put it out on YouTube and I get, even if it's 500 plays, you know what I'm saying? But the love that I'm getting on that 500 plays, it's like I just need a bigger platform.
Yeah.
So it's like anywhere I'm putting the music, it's like, yo, it's a good response, but it's just a small response. So now, obviously, the socials is a thing where it's direct, you know what I'm saying?
Direct, yeah.
Like I could go live on Instagram, like on my story, someone could just hit me up, instant feedback. It's a dope thing.
Yeah, so
feedback straight, yeah.
Yeah, feedback right away.
Yeah.
And I mean, with things like you see where, I mean, DJs are very important in the music, but now with streaming, it's like streaming now becomes like that direct thing between the artist and the fans. So normally it used to be the artist comes out with songs, the DJs play, fans hear it, you know, the artist performs it, fans pick it up. But now like streaming is like
there's much less
time. It now becomes the artists connect with fans instantly. And a future thing is also the playlist. So what were some of the playlists that picked up Easy to Love You? I mean, now playlist is like a way of a DJ saying, you know, let me put together these songs that I like,
100%.
And then people are now following the playlist, and then you know, so what playlist what was Easy to Love You added to? I mean,
it was a few, man. I wouldn't even be able to tell you off my head that. But I'll tell you
one of the major ones,
It was like, so obviously I was just an independent artist. I just got my management, you know what I'm saying? No deal, no nothing. So we put the song out. No radio play at all. Nobody played the tune. It was somebody, I'm not sure who it was, one of my management sent it to the Spotify thing, and the guy liked it and he playlisted it. One of it was like pop chill hits or
pop chill hits.
Yeah, there was the you remember any of them all?
Kind of the top.
It was in Canada. It was in, I think it was in France. It got played just randomly. So like every other day, I was looking. I was like, oh, it got this one. And obviously, I never knew that playlisting is such a key thing. You know what I'm saying? To being an artist, because if it's on a playlist that people's looking at, you're picking up a lot of streams. And you know, if you can be an independent artist on Spotify, you're winning.
Trust me, and I mean, looking at like some of the playlists that people get added to. I mean, a lot of people, we talk about Easy to Love You, and not just Easy to Love You as well, because I want to talk about also some other things like VP Reggae Gold. I mean, VP themselves have playlists. They are powers to get people on playlists, and YouTube subscribers also becoming a in thing, because now when people hear a song, the first thing they're looking for is, all right, is there a music video, is there visuals, can I match the image and everything? Performance-wise, where have you been performing since Easy to Love You? I mean, because I know you said, you know, all of this happened quick. You dropped Easy to Love You, people picked it up, song got picked up by a VP. You know, how's the performances been? Because a lot of times, sometimes it takes like 3-4 years of putting out music before artists start getting some shows. So where are some of the places you've been performing?
It kind of was like it was a speed ramp that happened around that time when The Shape of You come out, because at the time we dropped it, it was getting like 250,000 plays a day. You know what I'm saying? And this is me going from 0 followers. So it was like, it was just a mad one. So like, obviously the first week it was 1 million plays and was like, yo, like we would have been happy with 5,000 and it's been nice and to go for the next one. So like literally from that happened, people was just like requesting different things like shows. Obviously I'm from London and we started going up and down a little bit. Went Leicester, Oxford, so enough places up the M1 up there. You know what I'm saying? Up them places. So yeah, it was kind of like a natural progression, and then that's when I dropped Easy to Love You. So it was kind of like a small little club set I was dealing with. Yeah. 2 or 3 little songs, just vibes and up the thing, and then, you know.
Crazy vibes. I mean, what was it like, I mean, since you've done things like, you know, share stage with Rampage, you know, Notting Hill Carnival.
Yeah, I've done that. I mean, see, I've been about, you know, for a little while.
Yeah.
But it's only kind of been the last sort of year and a half as an artist I'm coming out. Like I started off as a producer, so there's still a bunch of people that might see me as an artist and say, yo, he's a producer. What's it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A handful of people that know me from back in the day on production will just see still me as a producer. But so yeah, like I've done a few things. You know, I've still got a long way to go, but I've got a little bit of experience in the bag. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. And what sounds do you like to venture with? I mean, like, we don't like to box up artists in terms of saying, oh, you're this artist or that genre or whatever. But what are the type of sounds that you enjoy for your personal use? You know, not the producer sounds, but as an artist, you know, what type of sounds do you like working with?
I reckon they kind of merge a little bit because it's me.
Yeah,
it's both like the same brain.
Melody. Yeah, I'm just working on. I mean, the songs I heard, you know, obviously it shows that you also spit bars, but at the same time you've got a lot of melody and harmony in your songs as well.
So like, I mean, the style of my music is kind of obviously like dancehall influence, you know, like highly reggae and dancehall influence. But from a UK artist, London perspective, and I guess I kind of mix up the styles with just like what I've kind of grown up on and the people around me and how we talk, and that's like my style now. And musically, I would say it's a merge of like commercial sounding music, but with that dancehall vibe. You know what I'm saying? That bounce to it.
And I mean, some of the producers that it says that you have worked with as well. I mean, some producers like Mokies and Josh Thompson. You know, producers that have worked with the likes of Ariana Grande, Steph London, Rita Ora, and all of that. I mean, what's it like? I mean, kind of you yourself as a producer, and also as an artist, being in studios, you know, with people that have done works, you know. So sometimes as the producer, I kind of jump on.
You know what? A lot of the times, I love just watching people work, and especially with this talent. You know what I'm saying? Like in the industry, the talent, the level is just high. So like, I'm going there and I'm just learning, you know what I'm saying? So, but definitely my production would always come into play. And a lot of these guys that I work with now, you know, they're aware of the fact that I'm a musician, I'm a producer, and I'm highly involved in the really making sides of things, you know what I'm saying? So like they could be playing, they could just add a drums, and I could just put something down on a guitar or some, you know what I mean? So we'll just work it together like that.
Madness. So also want to formally introduce the single with Conscience, and then gonna then speak to you about, you know, not only the collab with Conscience, but also some artists that you know be looking to do some features with, and what you got upcoming after the Reggae Gold. I mean, Reggae Gold, we're expecting it to be out sometime in the end of July.
That's right.
You understand, the Reggae Gold 2018, as I said, it's the 25th anniversary, but we're gonna feature this Conscience song, Easy to Love You remix. I mean, this one I've been getting blasts from all over, man. I mean, Digiwax. You know, Digiwax is one of the biggest blasts that I know of, like blasts of hip hop and R&B artists used by people like Sony, Universal Records, and all of that. So, I'm gonna introduce this one. This one is the lead single from the VP Reggae Gold 2018 album. All right, and it's called Easy to Love You. Songs that are featured on this Reggae Gold compilation: Hood Celebrity Walking Trophy, Ding Dong, Jenna Bunks, Ding Dong's had a massive year, Estelle Better, Pine and Ginger by Amindi K, people like Jack Cure, Janine, a wicked reggae vocalist, Romy and Virgo, who recently topped the Billboard charts with his album, courtesy of VP, Christopher Martin, Dovey Magnum Barlow, who's, you know, based in Atlanta, America, Shensia, Jamil, who recently did a show with Flames Radio in Brixton Academy. We have Kemar Icon, an artist out of Shaggy Camp, Busy Signal with Staso, Chronics, you know, who recently topped Billboard charts as well. Junior Gang, the same with Medication, which is a very big song. Barry Salmon, brand new artist out of Spanish Town as well. Coffee, you know, that Chronics has been in dancing, and Queen Africa. And they've chose Culan, the lead single with Easy to Love You. So yeah, it's a crazy thing. So we were talking about the whole movement. So what has it been like though? Because I mean, the part that you're born and raised in West London right now, you know, all of West and Northwest, we've seen people like recently, Big Zeeks, E-Mac, artists that are getting signed, people like Gappy Ranks that has come out, been doing like the reggae thing from West London. I mean, some of the DJs that have been on mainstream radio are from like West London, like people like Shawnee B, people like Rubber Ranks, originally from, like the northwest side of London and everything. So what was it like, where you grew up in West London, like the culture in terms of dancer, where that influence came from at a young age for you?
I mean, so growing up, I grew up in Shepherd's Bush, West London, and it's like London. It's like
walk away from BBC, stuff like the old BBC. Yeah,
that's it. Yeah, of course. But so yeah, I mean, Shepherd's Bush is like many areas of London with races amongst races of people and cultures and different influences. But obviously, from home is where reggae come from. Like all my uncles were sound man basically, and my dad was a musician. So I got onto the whole reggae thing from an early age. Like I used to watch my uncles them set up their sound systems, and then I was only like 8 or 9 years old, but I used to be into like all of the 80s, late 80s stage show, like all of the golden era of dancehall, you know what I'm saying? Like the Peter Metro, the Super Cat, the Nickel.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I used to be into as a child.
Peter Metro,
Of course, Papa San, like all of the greats. So from there, and then I got into production, and it was just like it happened itself. Yeah, so it was like I was around the reggae from a young age, and then yeah.
So what about right now in terms of, like, I mean, you said influenced by that 80s sound, the Papa Sans, the Peter Metro and whatever. What is it that you loved about that era? In terms, I mean, that's the part that gravitated me to the love now. What do you like about the sounds from that era? 'Cause I mean, that is probably the most sampled era of dancehall and reggae that is still used now.
Definitely. Everyone's always sampling Red Rat, you know what I'm saying?
Sampling Red and songs like, I mean, Sister Nancy Bam Bam.
Of course.
Sampled by Jay-Z recently.
Yeah.
Sampled by Rihanna and Kanye West on not his album now, but the album before that. I mean, sampled by Stylo G. Sister Nancy Bam Bam. So, what do you think about that era per se? What was so special that kind of draw your attention to it, like Peter Metro and Papa Sans?
Yeah. Just thinking about it now, it was like that era was the beginning of dancehall.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Thinking about like before that, so you had man like Lone Ranger.
Yeah, man.
Do you know what I'm saying? Ranking Joe.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Man looking at me saying, you know about them.
No, them artists,
of course,
foundation.
Bro. And then, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, like, Yellow Man did kind of start that trend. I
don't
know,
man.
I don't want to get into it like that, but Yellow Man was like the godfather of dancehall originally.
Yeah, man.
And so I was just drawn to it because it's just the raw sound of a man just chanting, you know what I'm saying, over a man just going zoom, zoom,
and
zoom,
mixing
zoom,
live,
zoom.
the one drop
no,
mix.
That was just me. I had no explanation. My soul just resonated with the thing, and I remember the first lyric I learnt was an old Peter Metro lyric, and yeah, from that kind of brought me into the style, and I was only like 10, and like
wow,
it wasn't like that's when I become an artist or nothing, but that's when I got into music properly.
I mean, you mentioned some of them icons and the style of how they mix back then. I mean, with the music now, where you've seen, you still got that style and whatever. From time to time, you might hear one of them old school mixes in one of these new songs. But you see music reach a stage now where, melody and harmony, which was even back in them times when you had Bob Marley and the I3s and the Wailers and everything. You see music where it's now in this style where people they want to catch melodies and whatever. There's language barriers for a lot of people as well. Yeah. So some people, they just groove into the beats or groove into a melody or catchy. When you go into the studio and you're recording a song, are you actually thinking about, making music that naturally feels good within yourself, or you're thinking, all right, when I make this song, how can I make it that it's gonna, people can resonate with it? So are you, is it something that you go in the studio with? I mean, some artists, they just go and say, I'm gonna make music I like, and whatever fans that like this music as well are gonna forever be my fans because I'm always be myself. Or you make music based off
your natural feeling when you go in the studio, how the beat talks to you and whatever.
I mean, even simpler than that, I don't even have strategy. Like,
Yes.
I try to keep the thinking away from the creativity, because you start thinking too much, you're gonna think yourself into a passer. Like, I'll go in the studio. It depends, you know what I'm saying. Like, I might have a rhythm that I need to work on, or I might just be starting something fresh and building a new rhythm.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, for me personally, melody is what drives the style for me.
Yeah.
That's probably my strong point, and then afterwards I will, add the lyrics. So yeah, I will kind of just vibes to a rhythm with like melody, no words, just styling on it with no real language, and then listen back, finding bits that I like, and then piecing it together that way. That's one way I work,
That's a mad vibe, man, because looking at, I mean, when we talk about melody, some people talk about people like, one of the greatest styles that kind of got big during the early 90s as well. People like Super Cat, a style that people hear Sean Paul know and they say, yeah, man sounds like Super Cat, that style. And that's the, where melody's been coming from long time. And then you talk about people that have been singing on dancehall rhythms, like originals, like people like Wayne Wonder.
Of course.
You understand?
Half Pint
and everything. You know what I'm saying? People, yeah, Barrington Levy as well, So, I mean, he's got a son over here called Christian that's been doing the thing. And when you talk about your music, as I said, we heard Easy to Love You. That's got the nice kind of R&B grooves with some dancehall sounds as well. We talk about your collaboration with Massacre and Rich 32. I mean, that song After Me, I mean, we know Rich also always got that propensity to do a bit of dancehall flavor thing as well.
Yeah.
I mean, how was that? How was that collab, and what was the feeling like? I know obviously Rich is based over here. Was it a thing where you got sent the beat, or you actually linked up in the studio and everything, and kind of made that?
Not so. I met Rich previously on. He done a track a few months before that he released called All a Dream, and so he's working with a producer that I'm also working with.
Yeah.
So like we kind of just sometimes see each other in the studio. That's just how it go. And then so we met. Like, he heard my voice, and I just put like a style on his middle 8. Like, it wasn't a feature. It was just like just adding to the track, but it was just in the studio work. So that's how we met. And then and then I got sent Affy Me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the producer SOS, he phoned me, say, yo, he didn't say to me, yo, write something to this. He goes, you're jumping on this tune. You see me? I said, yeah. I said, so anyway, he sent it, and then that was just Wretch's verse and hook, and then instantly I knew it was just a mad track. So
and then next thing you know, songs mixed out, and you're hearing Massacre and all of that.
That's it. I kind of knew the plan slyly, but like in the music thing, like if you're hoping to have many things going, so like you do one thing and you not forget about it, but you just carry on with the next one. So you can't dwell on something, you know what I'm saying? Like, I might have done a feature with a guy 2 years ago, which ain't never gonna come out.
Yeah.
But, so you can't have no expectations, but it's just, if something come out, it's a bonus. And then you say, what, Massacre's on it? I said, cool.
Yeah. I mean, you speak about, you do a song and 2 years ago it don't come out. I mean, this happens to a lot of artists, especially in reggae music. Talking about songs that basically were featured on projects and such, and sometimes people record for a producer per se. A lot of times an artist finds his hit song and people are thinking, this is a new song, what has he been doing for all these years? And then like 10-15 songs are just like every producer was like waiting for that moment. Them ones, and then all of a sudden Culan's got like 15 songs flooding the internet. And then one of the worst things as well is like when an artist has been creatively trying to find that style that suits him, and then you find this new style, and then they drop all these old styles that you thrown away, so a lot of time we talk about quality control. How hands-on are you with your projects that you're recording now? I mean, it's gonna be a key thing now, not just who you're recording for, but basically how you strategize what you're putting out and whatever, because with the lead single now, featuring Conscience, are you accepting the pressure in terms of things you're looking to follow it up with? Are you already working on stuff that you're just thinking, all right, when we're ready, we got something madder to drop or something different?
Yeah, man. Look, I'm ever working in the studio. You know what I'm saying? I work from I'm from home, so I'm like, cause I produce as well, so I got my own studio set up. But yo, it's like there's tunes, bro. There's tunes in the bag, man. It's more like, to be fair, it's more of a thing like they're all lined up, and we're just choosing the month strategically to be. You know what I'm saying? And then at the same time, I'm still banging out new tunes, working with new people. But as much time that I can, like right now, I just wanna. When I'm working, like I'll either start new projects or features as well. That's something that, you know what I'm saying, like features is what I'm gonna be hitting up a lot this year alongside releasing. And you know what I'm saying.
So what was the first dancehall instrumental you kind of wrote something to?
Dancehall instrumental.
You don't even have to remember the name of the rhythm. If you can remember a song that was on the rhythm.
Oh, see, no, I'll know the rhythm name. But it'll probably be like Punani rhythm. It would probably be Punani rhythm. Something like that.
So, I mean, that is one of the probably one of the most famous stage show rhythms. That, you know, if you go on a stage show and you don't have your PA tracks, most likely someone's going to just chuck on that or the Showtime rhythm.
Of course.
All right, so... You know, we have a thing anytime an artist reach a Flames, them kind of have to do a little freestyle, wherever Flames exclusive style. So, as you mentioned, the Punani rhythm.
Right.
You hearing it?
Let me hear it.
All right.
I ain't heard it in a few years. Let me hear it.
All right.
Yeah, man. And then when me go me up on me ganja. When big bad sound play them a ball fi murder. Because whole heap of style, me have a whole heap of style. You mean a star, yo. I miss say any one of them. Man come in, make the whole style done again. Draw for the rum again, weed get bun again. White Tennessee have the whole place done again. Hey, run it.
Nah, the man called Culan. So, that's what I talk about as well. I mean, the man tell me say it's just melody and harmony and then DJ and hardcore and everything. So, talking about the old original Punani rhythm and everything and talking about your styles and whatever. So, right now, as you said, you got it easy to love you and everything. Where can people find your music in terms of, you know, what are the things that you're promoting now? I mean, is it I know it's kind of hard to structure and say, Spotify, I'm on Apple Music, I'm on Tidal. I know it's everywhere, but where right now are you focusing and plugging, you know, in terms of your music elements and whatever, you know, so places that you want people to be subscribing to you and then to be following you on the Spotify. And
I would say, so to listen to my music is Spotify. Follow me on Instagram. Keep updated with all the news, and sometimes I go live, you see my story day to day, what Culan's up to. But I mean, Facebook is where I got my most followers. If people are
the hub of everything.
That's you know, it's still a very popular social platform. But yeah, Instagram and Spotify is to listen.
So for the social medias, just so that we know that these are the correct ones. So Instagram, it's Culan Luke.
That's right.
So that's CULAN LUKE. On Twitter the same, and Facebook Culan Music. All right. And you said well, we know Facebook is the hub for everything. When you go on somebody's Facebook, you'll see that their things are reaching out to their Twitter, link it to the Instagram and the whole works. So when you're talking about, you know, basically, you know, the social medias that people can find your music and also the stream, this is going to be important. How is your music released in terms of the name? Because obviously those are your social media names. So when they're looking for the songs, it's just Culan.
It's just Culan, that's it.
All right.
So just to let everyone know where the name come from, my name, I was born with the name Luke, see? But the man them used to call me Cool Hand Luke. Back in the day. You ever know the movie? It's a movie called Cool Hand Luke, yeah? You know the movie, see? And then that's what because it's either that or Luke Skywalker. You get me? They're going to call me one or the other. So they started calling me Cool Hand Luke. And it's the Cool Hand Yard man just twist it to Cool Hand rather than Cool Hand. And the Cool Hand stick, so.
Why? That want a UK artist getting names like that. Just like how Stefan says, she just get Stefan, you're done.
Oh, see.
That's that. So, Culan Luke. So, you're doing some work with VP Records in terms of the reggae goal and some other stuff. So,
yeah, man, working with VP now. You know, we formed that relationship from this project here. So we're gonna, we're gonna move forward and try and make this thing happen.
Going stateside soon?
I feel so, yeah.
I feel like you need for the Labor Day Carnival over there, you know, in New York. That is
okay.
That is major. Like Notting Hill Carnival here.
Mm-hmm.
That is the American version, Labor Day Carnival, and it's the week after, so you could just hit out Notting Hill and just bounce there. And Labor Day Carnival, I mean, it's crazy.
Cool.
Yeah, trust me. So, when I say a big up to Dean Bogle, as I said, from VP, big up the Chin them also as well. Anybody that you wanna big up personnel within your management team that they need to get forward to for bookings and also for
I mean, all of my socials on there's a link in the bio to my management email. So you know, like if anyone's bookings or that type of stuff,
let's find the Instagram and then
that's right, you can get that link.
All right then. So they had it, you know, Culan Luke Flames Radio. I want to say a big up to WORLMAG as well. Big up Sheldon, the whole Flames Radio team. With a big up Lady ST as well. You know, we'll set this mark and set the link. Any personal songs that we should be looking out for to be coming out after this Easy to Love You or projects we should be listening out for that?
There will be many coming out. I don't know. Have you got the new? There's a new tune that just come out last week called Special. Yeah,
because there was a song I saw on the charts recently.
Okay.
On iTunes charts.
Same.
I swear it was released like, if not 2 or 3 weeks ago or something like that.
Same. I don't even know. You know?
Yeah, I saw it released. Like we were talking about Easy to Love You, like you know, in our Flames group, and we was like, yo, Easy to Love You is the next song. I said, yo, but this man dropped a next song and it's in iTunes top 10.
Oh wow.
So I mean, so you got a few songs that you've recorded that could be dropping anytime soon.
For now, I've got 2 tracks out. So Easy to Love You and a remix. That's one, and then Special is my second track that I've got out. And plenty more coming up leading up to summer, and obviously for the rest of the year we're gonna just be banging them out, hitting up features. Shows.
Oh yeah, we're seeing Special. So I think Special was the song I saw in the charts.
Seeing
Special was the song, and I would say speaking of which, I mean putting in Culan right now in Apple Music, and seeing that his songs also featured on Strictly the Best. So the original for Easy to Love You is featured on Strictly the Best on 2017. That also featured Vibes Cartel's Ludi and a lot of other songs.
That's
and then
the
to have the follow up.
That was the intro.
Oh, that's crazy, man. So I mean, from Strictly the Best, which is like VP's second biggest thing to Reggae Gold. So, all right, people, as we said, Culan Luke, find him on social media, find him on YouTube, subscribe. Follow him on Spotify so that whenever he drops a song, without you having to look on his Instagram, you're gonna get that instant email from Spotify saying brand new music.
Brand new.
Add his songs to your playlist. Share when you're playing his songs. Tag him. I'm gonna make sure he has to repost you if it's an Instagram story thing. You know. So I'm gonna say a big up and good luck, brother.
Yes, my brother.
Big up. All right, and welcome to Flames Radio. I don't know, and just keep the music coming this way, man. And we definitely be blasting. So thank you for passing through and big up. I'm gonna play Easy to Love You one more time as you leave the studio. I want to say thank you. As we said, Easy to Love You out when you pre-order VP's album Reggae Gold. You can get it, and alternatively, the single itself is out, so you can go purchase the single and support. All right, this one featuring Conscience.
Girl with this it no way a grip man, make man sing Holy Ghost like Christian. Me get enough can a road, but this one make a woulda walk from town.